Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Friday, October 6th, 2023. And this is a video for Bill in Wyoming. And Bill is a long distance customer. And, when I have a long distance customer, I'm pretty adamant about making sure it's a nice truck. But this truck has, like a dent, a ding or scrape right there. And it also has this right there. So I'm going to be sure to show that in painstaking detail because it almost goes against my protocol to sell a truck with anything at a long distance because we have a 100% track record of communication. So effectively, if I communicate, there will be no surprises. But anyway, I like that 100% track record. Want to keep it that way. So this is a 1995 Suzuki Carry. It's a 4x4, 5-speed with an extra low first gear, and it has 26,411 miles. And this is for Bill in Wyoming. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Still drinking that Hawaiian coffee. That is so good. Thank you, my good mini truck customers from Surf City, North Carolina, for that Hawaiian coffee. I really enjoy that. And I'm done with that dark coffee from Burnsville, North Carolina. That I don't expect anything, but if somebody bought me a pack of coffee, I appreciate it. But believe me, it is not something that needs to be done. But if somebody does something, I do appreciate that. So thank you, and that's the reason I'm mentioning it. Not to get more free coffee. One ding right there. That's it. Here's the perimeter of the windshield. It's got some nicks where a pebble hit and then some surface rust. Where a pebble hit it and then surface rust popped back. Here, the door is straight as an arrow. Beautiful. And this tire looks good. Here's a shot underneath the wheel housing. The bedside panel has a ding here, little scrape there, a ding from the inside out there, and 2 dings from the inside out there. The frame has your typical seam rust, which is very common, not structural, but common. Here's a shot of the underside of the bed. Pretty important to see what's going on underneath. Looks quite nice. Some surface rust on top of the frame also, but you can see it's not structural. There's the rear tire, frame in the back. Now, let's look at the bed. This bed mat's seen better days, but it has sure done its job protecting the bed. Look at this. Just look at that. Is that not beautiful or what? I mean, just gorgeous. So this bed mat, while it has its battle scars, that means it took all the beating from the years of use and not the bed. And the bed is usually the thing that's the most beat up, because that's where all the cargo goes, right? That's where all the stuff goes. But bed mats can be a huge um, game saver. Now we have a ding there, a dent there, small dent. It's really a ding because it's not very pronounced. Okay, here we have that scrape that I pointed out earlier. And we do have a dent here. Here's the frame on this side again, seam rust. But seam rust is very common. It's where the frame was spot welded together, and the back of the cab, just your typical dings. Nothing major. There's your headache rack. So you can see somebody used the headache rack. They put 2x4s up here, probably back in Japan, they're probably metric, but they lean them and then rest them here and put ears there so they don't slide off. And just a simple ratchet strap from here over the 2x4s and then on that other hook on the other side. And then those things are 2x6s, 2x8s, it doesn't matter. And you can really carry a surprising amount like that. And they painted the headache rack because they used it and it probably got surface rusty. Coming down the door. Boy, I can't. My guy in Japan, one's a pillar, one's a post. I think that's a pillar and that's a post because this is more vertical. But it's just like one of those things that dogs me. Pillar post, which is which. A little ding right there. Now, I wanted to show you this spot. The door pocket is torn. So you could actually glue that back with some adhesive, like Gorilla Glue or 3M Super Adhesive would work. But this is what I want to show. So you've got that right there. It is not rust through, but it is rust. Now, on the back side, I'm actually going to turn this wheel and show you what it looks like behind. So here's the spot, and here is behind the spot. Well, so this is behind the spot right there. So I don't know, and I'm really showing that. So that's it. Right. Man, oh man, guys. A little difficult. Trying my best to show it. But it's not rusted through. How about that? I guess it's difficult. There it is. Ha! There it is. It's right there. That is the spot. So hopefully that helps. Back to it. Here we go. Oh boy. All right. That was an adventure with the camera there. That's what it looks like underneath the floor mat. Very, very nice. The seat looks actually quite remarkable. Now let's look at the driver's side. The seat looks good. The Back of the seat slid down a little bit. That's fairly common on a truck that of this age. Sometimes the back will slide down, but that one hasn't slid down, but it looks like it kind of began. You could just fasten it, refasten it. Here, you've got a beautiful floor pan, but the same phenomena on this side. Now, I'm going to try to get a better shot from the back this time. So there it is. And this is exactly where that spot is, where my fingertip is. There you go. Sorry for the videography, guys. All right, now let's drive the truck. So we are in two-wheel drive. To put this truck in four-wheel drive, all you do is pull up on this lever, and then you'll notice that four-wheel drive light turns on, and this light illuminates right there. That's your axle lock light right there. And that is the same thing as engaging your front hubs on an old four-wheel drive truck. But now, notice when I push this down, that light there has turned off, but this light is still illuminated, which is why this is a button. You push that button to disengage your front hubs. So now that we're in two-wheel drive, we can begin driving on the road. All right, I'm going to roll my window up so that I don't hear all this wind noise. Okay, so the main purpose of this test drive is so that we can see how the truck behaves under, normal driving condition, like getting it up to 60 miles per hour. And that might help if I close the door. And another thing I think that's worth mentioning is we have serviced this truck with 5W30 full synthetic engine oil. We've checked all the front differential, the rear differential, the transfer case, the transmission, the antifreeze, and the radiator, and the brake fluid, all for fluid level. We changed the air filter and the oil filter. And, if the truck didn't run well at normal operating temperature, we get that fixed. We make sure the four-wheel drive works. And we make sure that the heat works. So there is 60 miles per hour, and it is very good. No problems, no shaking, no pulling. So it does very well at 60 miles per hour. And 100 kilometers is about 60 miles per hour. Now I'm going to turn around. We're going to go back up that hill. And that was a pretty steep hill. So now the reason we're going to go up this hill and see how it does is so we can see if it behaves well as we're going up this hill. If it maintains good speed. All right, here we go. Now, guys, we're in fifth gear. That's a big deal because we're going up a hill, a steep hill, in fifth gear. And look how it's even increasing in speed, which is a very good sign. That's kind of what you want to see right there. All right, now we're going to a 90-degree right-hand turn, so I have to slow way down. Well, I go down to 30 kilometers per hour, okay, or almost 30. Yep, just about 32, 33. But I'm staying in fifth gear. Now, look at what this truck is doing. Climbing a steep hill in fifth gear at like 20 miles per hour. Well, now it's going much faster. It's increasing in speed. That, guys, is nothing short of remarkable. And that's exactly what you want to see on a test drive. What that indicates is that it has good compression, ergo good horsepower. So, excellent mechanical condition. The heat works. It's actually roasting me out of here. I was defrosting the windshield. And there's your service sticker. He put 10W30. That is not correct. It is 5W30. Full synthetic. Uh, so, oh well. Ignore that. It's 5W30. And we will give you paperwork that shows you what kind of oil goes in here. It's on a little cheat sheet about that big. What kind of oil goes in here, what weight. It'll tell you how much it holds, 2.6 quarts, and it'll tell you where you can get a hitch. It'll tell you where you can get, like if you break a door mirror or something, a good place to buy that door mirror. And it'll tell you where to get tires. It'll tell you, just little knick-knack things that, oh, the ILCO key code, if you want to make a blank, right? A duplicate key. It'll tell you the ILCO key code blank. And so, very good test drive, extremely good power, surprisingly good. I mean, there's such subtle nuances, and, they really are pronounced to me, though, because I've driven thousands and thousands and thousands of mini trucks over the years. We have 280 trucks in our inventory right now. And please subscribe to our channel. You can contact us at 336-777-9957. Our email address is sales@mayberryminitrucks.com, and our website is mayberryminitrucks.com. And we'll give you a title. We got the law passed in North Carolina making mini trucks street legal. Governor Cooper signed our bill into law, and so we're responsible for that. But really, Sarah Stevens and Deanna Gay Ballard are our North Carolina House of Representative member and our North Carolina Senate representative member, and they were axiomatic in that success. So we really didn't do it. They did it. So good on them. And thank you, Deanna Ballard, and thank you, Sarah Stevens, for your dutiful service. So if you have any questions, give us a call, and thank you for watching our video.